Meditation. Let's go. 7:42 a.m. the number appeared, the most beautiful number I've ever feared. The field is rich for this specific window. I am a different man from my pillow. I am the CEO of this mattress. I am the chairman of this breakfast. The universe has finally confirmed what I always felt that I deserve. Salary hit. I'm wealthy now. Salary hit. You don't know how. This notification just restructured everything I am. 3 seconds, baby. That's the program. Salary notification. I'm rich today. Salary notification. I have things to say to every item in the luxury category that I can technically afford for the next 15 seconds. Air horn in the 808 and the brass. The most financially confident I'll be this month. Salary notification. Receive the most beautiful lie I ever believed. I'm buying a couch, yes, the expensive one. I'm going to the restaurant with a valet. I'm tipping 20%, no 30%. I have transcended the concept of budgeting entirely. The number in my account is large enough that if I squint and ignore the rent column, I appear to be doing extraordinarily well for approximately 40 more seconds. Salary hit. I own this city. Salary hit. I look so pretty. This notification made me someone new, a person who considers business class too. The richest day. Salary notification. Hear what I say. Every financial anxiety I've ever had has been temporarily and hilariously resolved. 808 and brass and the air horn sound, the most expensive feeling I have found. Salary notification. Real. It's real. It's real. It's almost real. I'm going to invest. I'm going to save. I'm going to treat myself and save. I'm going to... What's that? Calorie notification. I'm so relieved. For exactly 180 seconds. I was the wealthiest person I've ever reckoned. Air horn in the 808 and the dream. Nothing in life is ever what it seems. Salary notification, it was nice. 3 seconds, worth every price. Rent due. Oh no. Rent due! Oh no. Reach for a moment. Yeah. I've been watching this watch for 3 weeks. The kind that comes in a felt box. I put it in the cart this morning. I will remove it from the cart this afternoon. But for the 40 minutes in between, I was a different caliber of person. The kind of man who wears a watch like that and goes to places where that watch is normal. Rich for a moment, that's my brand. Rich for a moment, you understand. The account is technically not supportive, but the confidence is extremely supportive. Rich for a moment, cart for the dreams. Rich for a moment, nothing is what it seems. I've added 47 things I'll never purchase to a cart that exists only to make me feel a purpose. 808 slides in the piano riff, dark. The most expensive feeling in the park. Rich for a moment, that's the deal. The purchase is fake, but the feeling is real. I looked at a vacation package to somewhere. I zoomed in on the premium suite. I read all 500 reviews carefully. I will not be going. That's the secret. I told myself I was comparing prices, which is a thing a person with choices does. I was not comparing, I was just looking at the version of my life that doesn't exist. Rich for a moment, window open. Rich for a moment, heart wide open. The tab is still there in the background. I'm definitely closing it any second now. The card says yes. Rich for a moment. The account says stress. I've configured my perfect hypothetical existence with 7 business days of shipping at no difference. Dark piano in the 808 deep. The richest man in the imaginary street. Rich for a moment. The flex is real. The checkout page, not so much, but the feel. I will close the tab. I will close the tab. One more scroll. No, I'm closing the tab. I saved it for later. Rich for a moment, the most I'll ever be. Rich for a moment, in the car for free. Every item chosen with the taste of someone who was absolutely figuring money out. Someone 808 and piano and the dark minor key. The most financially ambitious fantasy. Rich for a moment, goodbye. The cart will be there when the next one arrives. Save for later. Every month, same cart. Add to cart. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. I woke up and I thought, today's the day. I've earned the right to throw some money away. The salary arrived at 7 a.m. So at 7:03 I was shopping again. Air purifier, add to cart. Ergonomic chair, add to cart. The standing desk I've wanted since I stood at it, yes. Today I understood. Cart is full, the vision is clear. Cart is full, the subtotals here. Scroll to the number at the bottom of the page and immediately enter the next stage. Cart full, wallet empty, the cycle complete. Cart full, wallet empty, I can't feel my feet. I've assembled the perfect collection of objects that I will not be purchasing. Not once, I'm honest. Bouncy 808 and the synth melody bright. The most optimistic I'll be tonight. Cart full, wallet empty, close the tab. The best things in my life I'll never have. Coffee machine, the Italian one. Add air fryer, large, the situation's bad. Noise cancelling headphones, a premium kind. The ones that block out poverty, never mind. Weighted blanket, add to cart. First stress, smart toothbrush, I'm making poor choices, I confess. Yoga mat, I am definitely doing yoga now. I am adding this and then closing somehow. Subtotal show, I start to sweat. Subtotal show, the largest yet. Proceed to check out, I hover on the button and close the app like it was always nothing. Cart full, wallet empty, goodbye everything. Cart full, wallet empty, can I keep dreaming? The card is saved for the day I am different, which is definitely next month. Significantly, synth took in the bounce and the clap, the most expensive version of a nap. Cart full, wallet empty, see you soon. You'll still be in the cart next payday noon. I save the cart for later, for when I'm ready, for when the finances. Actually, you know what? Let me just look one more time. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just looking. Added 2 more things. Cart full, wallet empty, the eternal state. Cart full, wallet empty, I love to create the most detailed shopping experience a person has ever had without completing a transaction. Bounce 808 and the bright synth song, the cart I've been building for 7 months long. Cart full, wallet empty, see you next time. The one thing I'm rich in is the dream life, saved for later. Again, the cart knows.
They said, treat yourself. I listened. The article said you deserve nice things. The podcast said invest in your well-being. The quote said you only live once. I took all 3 of these as financial advice. I bought the candle, the expensive one, the $60 candle that smells like someone who has made significantly better choices than me. But the smell is mine for 30 hours.
Treat yourself,
They said
treat yourself.
I did. The account has been treated consequently to a different kind of feeling.
Treat yourself, they said.
I'm so treated,
Treat yourself, they said.
financially depleted. But the candle smells amazing and I have no regrets for approximately the amount of time it took to check my balance. Super saw and the bell and the side chain breathe. The most beautiful, terrible decision since
Treat yourself, they said.
I did. Most motivated broke person I've ever been. I upgraded my phone case, $14. I bought the bath salts that claim to reduce stress. The irony being that checking my account has introduced significantly more stress than bath salts can address. I got the specialty coffee subscription because the article said invest in joy. I did not realize how much joy costs until I invested in it, boy.
Treat yourself.
The experts agreed.
Treat yourself.
They planted the seed. I watered it with 3 separate impulse purchases, and I have never felt more specifically alive.
Treat yourself, they said.
That's worst advice.
Treat yourself, they said.
Worth the price of the life I'm currently not affording, but affording in spirit, which is its own rewarding. Bell melody and the side chain pump, the most optimistic financial slump.
Yourself, they said.
I won, the most broke winner who has ever won. I have no regrets. I have one regret. It's the candle. No, the candle was correct. It was the bath salts. No, the bath salts were also correct. It was the phone case. The phone case was $14. I regret nothing.
Treat yourself, they said. I'm treated so well. Treat yourself, they said. I have a story to tell. Of the months I decided to invest in myself and found my entire savings on the self-care shelf.
Super saw and the bell and the breathing bass, the most expensive version of inner grace.
Treat yourself, they said.
Okay, I did see you on the 25th. Payday. The candle smells great though. Worth it. Probably. Probably.
Notification received. The phone lit up at 7:03 in the morning. The kind of light that comes without a warning. I saw the number, then I saw the minus. This is a genre of pain you cannot define as the rent is taken what the salary gave. The beautiful circle of the modern slave. 7:03 a.m., the richest moment. 7:04 a.m., the homeowner owns it. Rent due, it happened again. Rent due, every month the same. The notification arrives precisely on the schedule of the nightmare that I should be used to by now. Rent due, the money is gone. Rent due, it was never ours for long. The salary appeared and immediately began his journey to the landlord saving plan. Horror synth and the 808 bass, the most financially haunted familiar place. Rent due, confirmed. The one thing in life you can count on, confirmed. I knew it was coming, I always know. The calendar has the date circled in my mind's eye. I just forgot, I forget every month that knowing and experiencing are different kinds of why. The confirmation email has my name as if they're personalizing the pain. Dear tenant, your payment has been processed, like a villain who adds pleasantries at the request. Rent due, the ritual. Rent due, the annual monthly ritual. Every 26th morning is a different country where I am significantly poorer than the country before. Rent due, I keep living there anyway. Rent due, what else is there to say? The landlord raised it by 6% this season, which is 3% above inflation. For what reason? Dark reverb and the horizon hum, the most consistent thing in all that I become. Rent due, accepted. One more month of being economically selected. The notification said, payment processed successfully. The word successfully is doing a lot of work. There is nothing successful about this. This is rent. This is just rent. Every month. Rent due. The landlord wins again. Rent due. And we're best friends. The check arrives and so does the feeling that the ceiling I pay for is someone else's ceiling. Horror, sin, and the long 808 sustain the most anticipated loss. Experienced again. Rent due. Goodbye, money. See you when the 25th arrives, hopefully. Payment confirmed. See you next month. Same amount, probably more. Five notifications while I slept. Five notifications while I slept. Five notifications while I slept. Streaming, taking while I dreamed of streaming gym membership. Taking while I dreamed of going cloud storage. Taking for the photos I've forgotten phone plan. Taking always, taking always. I did in all the Razzies while I was sleeping. But pass me was very loose. With the debit card and the safe payment method. And now present me is dealing with the juice. Auto-pay ambush. 5 in the morning, auto-pay ambush. Without any warning, the bills came while I was unconscious and defenseless. This is a robbery. I want the record to reflect this. Auto-pay ambush.
Got me in my sleep.
Auto-pay ambush.
Commitments I can keep. Every monthly agreement I ever make. Decided that tonight was the evening to get paid.
Cowbell in the 808 dirty and slow.
5 few reasons to let any money grow.
Auto-pay ambush confirmed. Every past decision has come back. Confirmed. The one that really hurts, the magazine, the digital magazine I read exactly once. And in 2022 on a Tuesday in the waiting room, and somehow it's been billing me every month since. The meal kit service from the free trial, the one that ended the trial and began the billing without a confirmation that I consider confirmation. Just the confidence of a company and its uncharging ability. Auto-pay ambush. They didn't even ask. Auto-pay ambush. They never have to ask. The card on file is a standing invitation for everything I signed up for in a moment of poor decision. Auto-pay ambush.
While I was asleep.
Auto-pay ambush.
Not one sheet did I count without a separate direct debit arriving to remind me that past me cannot stop subscribing.
Cowbell in the dirty 808 loop, the most financially ambushed human in this group. Auto-pay ambush. Midnight, the darkest transactions happen in the night. Streaming service taken. Second streaming service taken. The one I thought I canceled, still taken. The app with the premium feature I never used, taken. The cloud with the photos I never look at, taken. I need to cancel things. I'm not going to cancel things. Not tonight. Auto-pay ambush.
5 stars, star consistency.
Auto-pay ambush.
Drilling with efficiency.
Every company I've ever given my card to has sent a representative to my account at midnight.
Cowbell in the 808 dirty slow drive. The most consistently robbed person alive.
Auto-pay ambush. Good night. You'll do this again next month. You're alright. 5 notifications while I slept. Same time next month. Checking the statements. All of them. $17. What is this fitness app? I haven't opened since the January trap. The January trap, when I believed myself. When I said this year would be different. Help. $14. The language learning thing. The app I used for 4 days to learn approximately 8 words in Portuguese. 4 days, $14 monthly. Since March of the year I was hopeful. Subscription graveyard, I'm walking through it. Subscription graveyard,
I built it, I knew it.
every optimistic moment I've had in the last 2 years has a billing cycle attached. That's the finding. Subscription graveyard.
Rest in peace, my money.
Subscription graveyard.
It stopped being funny at the third service I'd forgotten about completely and started being a documentary about me.
Specifically, metallic clang and the distorted bass growl. The most haunted tour of my own financial soul. Subscription graveyard lies. Every service I subscribe to by surprise.
$9 the podcast app, I use the free one. $9 a month since the year before last one. The cloud backup for the old phone that broke, that's been backing up exactly nothing.
No joke.
8 months of premium access to an app. I deleted from my phone and then forgot that deleting the app does not cancel the plan. That's not how any of this works.
I understand now. Subscription graveyard. Still adding up. Subscription graveyard.
I've had enough of my own past self's optimism and willingness to enter credit card details for 15-day trials.
Subscription graveyard.
The tombstones read, gym membership,
March never achieved.
recipe service, April, 1 salad made, meditation app,
August, 1 session, afraid.
metallic percussion and the grinding bass, the most expensive graveyard in this place.
Subscription graveyard.
Cancel everything.
I'm canceling, definitely, starting immediately. I opened the cancellation portal. It asked why I was leaving. I said financial reasons. It offered me 2 months free. I said no. I'm still deciding.
Subscription graveyard. I see every stone.
Subscription graveyard.
I dug in alone. Every service I trusted with the 14-day trial has been billing me monthly for considerably more than that. While metallic and industrial and distorted bass, the most expensive graveyard I'll ever face.
Subscription graveyard. Cancel. I'm going to cancel everything right after this panel. Cancel 3. Forgot 4 more. Same graveyard next month. Processing payment. Health insurance, monthly premium. A number I've committed to without understanding. Dental separate, also monthly vision separate. The trifecta of slow extraction. The deductible is a number so large that by the time I met it, something has gone wrong. Something expensive enough to justify the math, and at that point I've already lost. Insurance ate my soul slowly. Insurance ate my soul on a schedule. Monthly premium withdrawn automatically from the account that is also paying rent and eating. Insurance ate my soul. Premium confirmed. Insurance ate my soul. Monthly never earned. The policy protects me from the things I can't afford by making me unable to afford the premium. Adore tremolo guitar and the sub bass deep. The most elegant robbery in my sleep. Insurance ate my soul. Politely, they always do it politely. That's the frightening. The explanation of benefits document
explains that the benefit was mostly theirs. The copay, the co-insurance, the out-of-pocket maximum are all just different words for you still pay. The network is a concept that determines whether the doctor you need is affordable or the doctor you need is out of network, which is another word for aspirational. Insurance ate my soul in the fine print. Insurance ate my soul in the small font. The terms and conditions that I absolutely read before clicking agree, I definitely read those. Insurance ate my soul in the dental too. Insurance ate my soul. Vision through and through. The three most boring crimes committed every month in the most polite language a corporation has got. Dark guitar and the institutional bass, the most professionally robbed human face. Insurance ate my soul. Confirmed, the most sophisticated way to watch money burn. Confirmed. I am grateful I have it. I am also devastated I need it. Both of these are true. The premium understands neither. Insurance ain't my soul. All three of them. Insurance ain't my soul. Premium and then some. The health and the dental and the vision plan have collectively consumed the man I was. Tremolo guitar and the cold dark bass, the most politely robbed and befuddled face. Insurance ain't my soul. Paid up this month, same time next month. Enough. Payment processed. Thank you for your coverage. Know you.
Still accruing. Yeah, I took the loan because they said I should. That education was an investment, understood. The interest rate seems small in the brochure. Everything seems small before you see the future. 3 years of undergraduate study, times an interest rate that doesn't sleep. Times the years since I graduated and the payment is somehow now larger than when I began. Steep. Student loan forever, that's the term. Student loan forever. Watch it squirm, the balance refuses to behave the way numbers are supposed to behave when you pay. Student loan forever, accruing tonight. Student loan forever, the math isn't right. I've been paying the minimum for years in a row and the principal has decreased, I'm told. Although jazz, piano and the boom bap drum, the most educational financial outcome. Student loan forever. Compound, the most interested anyone's been in me. Compound. Yeah. They explain compound interest in the lecture. I was too focused on the education I was getting to fully understand that compound interest was the education that would matter. I'm betting 20 years to pay off, that's the estimate. At current rates with current minimum payments, which means I'll be paying for a degree while simultaneously unable to afford tuition for the kids I'll theoretically have, maybe. Student loan forever, the gift that gives. Student loan forever, as long as I live, the interest accrues in real time as I speak. The loan has grown by 17 cents this week. Student loan forever, most loyal relationship. Student loan forever, never letting this slip. I call about deferment, they say I can defer, which means the interest defers to being worse. Boom, boom bap kick and the jazz piano chop. The loan that continues even when I stop. Student loan forever, it wins. Generationally, the house always wins. I don't blame the degree. The degree was valuable. I blame the interest rate on the loan that was presented as a reasonable number by people who understood compound interest. Unlike me, at 18, taking the loan. Student loan forever, the most permanent thing. Student loan forever. Hear it ring every month, the payment that proves I existed once as someone who academically invested. Jazz, piano, and the upright bass and the kick. The most expensive education I'll never quit. Student loan forever. Mine. See you in 20 to 25 years. Fine. still accruing. Still. Still.
Where did it go? Where did it go? I got paid the 25th, I checked. The number was correct, I checked. It's now the 27th, I checked. The number is not correct, I checked. I am refreshing the app, I have refreshed the app 17 times. The number does not change, except to confirm the number is wrong. Where did it go? The math. Where did it go? The math doesn't add up. It should add up. The receipts. Where are the receipts? Where did it go? I have no idea. Where did it go? The math is unclear. I've added up every purchase I remember, and the total is somehow lower than what I remember. Distorted synth and the chaotic drums, the most financially confused human in the slums. Where did it go? Unknown. The money has gone somewhere I'm not being shown. Coffee $14 total. Fine. Lunch 3 times 27. Fine. The thing on Thursday, I don't remember the thing, but it was probably something. Fine. Everything's fine. The Uber from the place, $18. The second Uber because I missed the first, also 18. The coffee at the airport for the trip, I forgot I took. Something is not adding up. Let me look. Where did it go? Investigating. Where did it go? Investigating. And every transaction I'm reviewing everything, and I'm still not computing. Where did it go? The question of the century. Where did it go? Financial documentary. I've now been in the transaction screen for 45 minutes, and I'm not conclusively finding more. Synth and drums and the chaos and the rage, the most financially illiterate page. Where did it go? Still looking. The answer is everywhere. I'm overlooking. Found it. 19 small purchases. None of them individually alarming. Together, they are the entire salary. Where did it go? 19 different places. Where did it go? Into 19 faces of the service industry that I interact with in ways that seem small and are collectively significant. Distorted synth and the fastest punk drum, the most financially surprised human alive. Numb. Where did it go? Found it. Everywhere. It went everywhere. About it. Everywhere. Everywhere. It went everywhere. That's where.
It's tax season. Helmet on.
I opened the form and the form stared back at me with the confidence of something that has always won. The numbers in the boxes were not the numbers that I had pictured when I heard the word employed. Box 12 contains a code I don't understand. The instructions refer to a publication I don't have. The software is asking questions about dependence. I am the dependent. That's the answer. Me. Tax season, it's a battlefield. Tax season, I don't have a shield. The W-2 arrived and opened hostilities that I am not professionally equipped to handle. Tax season trauma, they've done it again. Tax season trauma, I don't understand when the number at the bottom is supposed to make sense, but it makes a different kind of sense. Very dense. Super saw and the timpani and the brass. The annual warfare on my middle class. Tax season trauma, I owe something. Exactly how much? I don't know. The deductions I was told I'd have are limited by the standard deduction which I'm taking, because itemizing would require documentation that I did not document. That's the mistake I'm making. Self-employment taxes
a concept that punishes the entrepreneurial spirit twice. Once when you earn the money, and again when you realize you are also the employer. Nice.
Tax season, nobody warned me about this.
Tax season.
I'm in the middle of this.
The estimated quarterly payments I didn't make are now a penalty I can't afford to take.
Tax season trauma, the math is aggressive. Tax season trauma, the timing is impressive.
Every year the forms arrive, and every year I understand them slightly less than the year before.
Clear.
War drums and the super saw and the brass, the most annual devastation on this class.
Tax season trauma,
Resolve, I'll file an extension
and feel partially absolved. The extension buys me 6 months to be equally unprepared in October instead of April. This is the strategy.
tax season trauma. I filed something. Tax season trauma.
I filed something adjacent to correct. The accountant would have a specific opinion about the decisions I made on Schedule C.
Super saw and brass and the timpani drum, the most annual battleground I've become.
Tax season trauma. Next year, I'll hire someone. I say this every year. Next year. Next year. Extension filed. See you in October. Same battlefield. Did the math. Don't like the math. Did the math. Don't like the math. Did the math. Monday to Friday, 40 hours done. Multiplied by the hourly. That's the one. The number that arrives on the 25th. Minus rent. And what's left? What's left? Well, something between a small victory and a realistic understanding that I live here on behalf of whoever owns this building, and I am their most consistent revenue stream. I work for it, that's the calculation. I work for it, that's the foundation of the economy as it specifically applies to the version of this economy that is mine. I work for it, 40 hours a week. I work for it, the landlord's at his peak. Every shift I complete is another contribution to someone else's financial institution. 808 and the dark piano riff, the most motivating thing to beat is stiff. I work for it. Confirmed. Everything I do in exchange for somewhere to be warm. Confirmed. The raise I got last year, 3%, which was below the rate at which the rent went up, which is 4% annually, which means I took a pay cut in the housing economy. If I earn more, rent increases. If I earn less, I move. The cycle continues. The invisible hand of the market has specifically placed its invisible hand in my pocket. I work for rent, the math is clear, I work for rent. It's been that clear for years. The salary arrives and immediately departs to the places that we're always going to have it. I work for rent. The landlord thanks me. I work for rent. The landlord's fancy. The property appreciates while I generate the income that maintains his asset rate. Dark piano in the 808 deep, the most productive sleep of someone else's sleep. I work for rent. That's fine. It's not fine, but that's fine. I'm fine. I could buy. The down payment is a number. The number is the number I would need to not pay rent for approximately 7 years first, to save the down payment, to stop paying rent. This is the loop, 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 loop. I see the loop, 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 loop. I work for rent. Most honest sentence I've said. I work for rent. And after rent there's bread, and after bread there's some amount of life in between the rent and the eventual strife. 808 and dark piano and the truth, the most efficiently extracted work of booth. I work for rent. Excellent. This has been excellent to acknowledge. Excellent. And the math, still don't like it. 40 hours Monday.
Opening spreadsheet. Loading. Category 1. Housing. 43% of net monthly income.
Color code red.
Category 2. Food. 21% of net monthly income.
Color code red.
Category 3.
Transportation 18%
of net monthly income.
color code also red.
Category 4. Utilities
11%
of net monthly income.
color code significantly red.
Spreadsheet of sadness. Every cell confirms. Spreadsheet of sadness. The math reconfirms that the budget as constructed cannot sustain the life is currently being lived.
Please explain. Spreadsheet of sadness.
Column A through G.
Spreadsheet of sadness.
All of them read me. The conditional formatting has decided that I am the most conditionally formatted person alive. Metallic clang and the bass drone low. The most organized presentation of no.
Spreadsheet of sadness.
Confirmed. Every formula has returned a value I have not.
Category 5. Entertainment 0% budgeted. Actual entertainment spending 4% red. The discrepancy of 4% per month is a number that compounds. I have not done that math yet. Category 6. Savings 10% budgeted. Actual savings rate -2%. The negative is correct. It is negative. The formula is not wrong.
I am wrong. Evident. Spreadsheet of sadness. The numbers don't lie. Spreadsheet of sadness. I really tried. The other category contains 11 items that I have categorized as other.
Out of shame. Spreadsheet of sadness. The model is clear. Spreadsheet of sadness. The model says fear. Every projection for the next 6 months shows a version of my finances.
Nobody knows.
Industrial and glitch in the drone sustain. The most precisely documented financial pain.
Spreadsheet of sadness.
Saved in a file called
Budget final.
Saved.
Saving the file as budget final. V3. Closing the file. Not opening it again until next month, when the cells will be the same color.
Red. Spreadsheet of sadness.
Organized despair.
Spreadsheet of sadness.
simply structured acknowledgement of the financial situation I have been aware of. Metallic and glitch in the bass drum cold, the most precisely formatted story told. Spreadsheet of sadness filed under documents never referenced. Filed. Closing spreadsheet. Don't save changes. Same cells next month. Ramen. Again. Fine. The budget has been reviewed and a decision made to reduce the food expenditure to a specific grade of noodle. Instant various flavor profiles that I've been curating for the next 14 days. Chicken broth, that's Tuesday and Thursday. Spicy beef, that's the weekend treat. The sesame one I discovered last month occupies the premium slot midweek. Ramen for 2 weeks, culinary survival. Ramen for 2 weeks, gastronomic revival. The pantry contains 12 packages of the future, and the future is extremely affordable. Ramen for 2 weeks, the bulk gourmet. Ramen for 2 weeks, the only way. I've developed a palette for the packet flavor profile that I would describe as significantly better than denial. Cowbell and the 808 dark and slow, the most sophisticated budget menu I know. Ramen for 2 weeks, fine dining at the price point of continuing to exist, shining. I've started adding the egg at the 2-minute mark, which elevates the experience significantly in the dark. I've added a dash of the sriracha bottle that's been on the counter since I lived in a place I could bottle. The nutritional information suggests I'm missing some vitamins that the packet doesn't mention. I've addressed this with a multivitamin that I bought in October and have taken 3 of since then. Ramen for 2 weeks, chef's tasting menu. Ramen for 2 weeks, I've reviewed the venue. The kitchen has been appointed my survival studio, and the studio produces 1-dish studio. Ramen for 2 weeks, the gastronomic strategy. Ramen for 2 weeks, the broke man's fantasy. I've given each package a name and a night, and the rotation is balanced almost right. Distorted 808 and the cowbell loop, the most organized poverty one can include. Ramen for 2 weeks, solved. The grocery situation has been resolved. I've started reviewing them in my head. The sesame one, complex notes of sesame, pairs well with tap water, 4 stars. Would survive on again. Ramen for 2 weeks, the broke gourmet speaks. Ramen for 2 weeks, the flavor reaches peaks that a person with a functional food budget would not appreciate. They don't have the context. Cowbell and the 808 and the survival beat, the most affordable source of calories to eat. Ramen for 2 weeks, menu set. See you at the grocery store, 25th, not yet. Sesame one tonight, 4 stars. See you on the 25th. It's 2 a.m. Thinking about money. Money is a number that we collectively agreed would represent a value that we all agree on.
If everyone stopped agreeing simultaneously, the number would mean nothing, which it arguably does. I went to sleep with a specific number and woke up with a smaller one. And somewhere in the night while I was dreaming, the agreement was enforced on my behalf again. Money is a lie, or something like it. Money is a lie, everyone knows it, but the landlord believes it strongly, and so does the grocery store strongly. Money is a lie, we all agreed to tell. Money is a lie, and we're all doing well with the agreement to pretend the number means something, even when the number doesn't mean anything. The most 2 a.m. philosophical space. Money is a lie, accepted. The most universally participated lie ever accepted. Gold once backed it, then they stopped that. Now it's backed by the collective confidence of everyone who acts like the number is real, which creates the reality through sufficient confidence. My landlord is very confident, my student loan service very confident, the subscription graveyard is very confident. I am the only one lacking confidence. Apparent money is a lie, but the rent is real. Money is a lie, but the bills I feel. The philosophical position that money is constructed has not succeeded in reducing my deduction. Money is a lie, and I owe it anyway. Money is a lie, and it's due every pay. The social construct is constructed specific obligations on my specific behalf. Specific, the most philosophically informed, broke flow. Money is a lie, agreed, but I need it for the ramen, agreed. I understand that money is a story. I understand that it has no inherent value. I understand this very clearly at 2 in the morning while not having enough of it. The clarity doesn't help, but it's a very clear understanding I have. Money is a lie, most beautiful one. Money is a lie, from which there is no run. The most elegantly constructed collective fiction is the primary source of my monthly restriction. The most philosophically insolvent kind of sleep. Money is alive, so noted, and I'll be paying for it until further noted. It's a lie, but it's due the 26th. Same time, next month. Opening the app. The app loads. There's a number. There was a number. The number is different now. The number is 0. It says 0. That can't. It says. I scroll up, I scroll down. The number is the same in both directions. 0. I put the phone face down. I pick it back up. It still says 0. That's the month. That's the whole month. That's... the 25th. That's when there will be a number again. The number will last approximately 3 seconds. I know this. I have been here before. See you on the 25th.
water's ready. Three minutes and 30 seconds to boiling, which is also how long I've been sitting here, in the specific peace of having nothing to do, because everything I could do costs money. The noodles are doing what noodles do, expanding in the water with quiet purpose. I've decided this is enough today. I've decided this is pacifically enough. Instant noodle meditation. Peace. Instant noodle meditation. Release. The soup is hot and the room is quiet, and none of the bills are due until tomorrow. Instant noodle meditation. In the bowl. Instant noodle meditation. For the soul, the financial situation is not improved, but I have achieved a different relationship with it. Lo-fi guitar and the crackle in the pad, the warmest version of the month I've had. Instant noodle meditation. Complete. The broken enlightenment is actually quite neat. I've noticed that the steam rises in a way that I find genuinely interesting to observe. The pattern of the broth developing is something I have time to appreciate now. There's a thing that happens when you stop resisting the situation as it actually is, where the cup noodle becomes acceptable and the acceptable becomes something else. Instant noodle meditation. Arrived. Instant noodle meditation. Survived. The month has been financially devastating and spiritually actually kind of instructive. Instant noodle meditation. The bowl. Instant noodle meditation. The whole point of this month has possibly been the finding of peace in the noodle bowl scene. Lo-fi guitar and the warm pad hum. The most accepted broke person I've become. Instant noodle meditation done. The next payday is 25 days, 1. The broth is good. I've eaten worse things with more money. The peace is real. I'm not performing the peace. The peace arrives somewhere around the 3rd week of the same noodles. It's fine. It's actually fine. Instant noodle meditation. The cycle. Instant noodle meditation. Spiritual, the month as a lesson in what I need, which is apparently less than I believed. Lo-fi guitar and the crackle in the light. The most peaceful broke night of the month tonight. Instant noodle meditation. Peace. 24 more days until release. Finish the bowl. It was good. Same time next week. Just looking. The jacket in the window is a good jacket, the kind that says I've made good decisions. And I'm making a good decision right now, which is walking past without going in. The shoes displayed beside the jacket are paired thoughtfully. Someone did that, someone decided these two items work together and they're right, and I appreciate the curation. Window shopping only, that's the mode. Window shopping only, the accepted code. Looking is available and looking is free, and looking is specifically what I'm doing, see. Window shopping only, the glass between. Window shopping only, the cleanest scene. I can't appreciate the item without owning the item, which is something they never teach you, but should. In the warm room hum, the most dignified form of not having enough. Window shopping only, the art of loving things from a respectful, non-purchasing, appropriate distance. The furniture store has a couch I've examined from outside the window on 3 separate occasions. I've assessed the quality of the upholstery through glass, which is a skill I've developed. The coffee shop has a menu item that I've memorized the description of entirely. The single origin pour over at $14 is very good. I've read the reviews thoroughly. Window shopping only. The exhibition, window shopping only. Free admission. The entire city is a museum of things that I'm very interested in from a distance. Window shopping only. The life I live. Window shopping only. The perspective I give to every beautiful object I encounter at a price point that I've chosen not to encounter. And the warm tone in the brush, the most gracefully broke person in the rush. Window shopping only today. The items will be here on the 25th, okay. The jacket is still there. I've walked past it 4 times. It knows. I know it knows. We have an understanding. I'll keep looking. It'll keep being out of my price range. It's a good jacket. Window shopping only. The chosen art. Window shopping only. The dignified part of a month where the alternative to looking is not looking, and I prefer looking. And the brush and the warm, the most appreciative person in the storm. Window shopping only. Mine. The jacket will be on sale, I hope, sometime. Still a good jacket. See you on the 25th. Maybe. Next month, it will be different. I've identified what went wrong this month with the clarity that only zero balance provides. The coffee was too frequent, I've noted that. The subscriptions have been addressed, mostly. Next month I will track every purchase in the app that I downloaded and haven't opened. But next month is when I'll open it, and the tracking will begin immediately. Next month will be different, I mean it. Next month will be different, I've seen it. The version of myself that manages money well is 25 days away, and I can feel it. Next month will be different, the budget is ready. Next month will be different, the plan is steady. I've made a list of the changes I'm implementing, and the list is the most organized I've ever written. And the genuine hope, the most optimistic version of the broke. Next month will be different, I promise. I tell myself, I believe myself honest. I will meal prep, that's the solution. The Sunday afternoon of preparation that transforms the week into something manageable and cost a fraction. I've read about this. I will not use the food delivery app except for the first week while I'm adjusting, and the second week while I'm still adjusting, and after that I'll be adjusted completely. Next month will be different, I'm ready. Next month will be different, I'm steady. The person who failed at this 11 times is being replaced by someone who won't this time. Next month will be different, the budget holds. Next month will be different, as I've been told by myself every month with the same conviction, that this month is the month of no contradiction. And the string's beginning, the most optimistic final inning. Next month will be different, it's
true. The me who says it has never been more sure. True. I know I've said this before. I know the pattern, but the pattern requires me to believe it, or the pattern becomes something worse. So I believe it. Next month it will be different. Next month will be different, hear it ring. Next month will be different, everything. The January energy applied to month 11 is possibly the most optimistic thing I have given. Than the genuine hope, the most beautifully incorrect person in this scope. Next month will be different, I swear. Same time next month I'll be swearing again there. Next month it will be different. I mean it. I mean it.